You see this chart?
Mm-hmm.
So we got, by market cap, Apple and Microsoft, U.S. companies are the biggest companies in the world. So when it comes to stocks, this is something you want to look for. The top, wealthiest companies in the world, put your money there. We'll say Apple and Microsoft is to go. You know what I'm saying? Just like how investing in Bitcoin, Ethereum is essential. We'll want to do that. So
now, my question here would be, do you want to invest in the top of the top companies, or do you want to like find like a gem that hasn't really boomed yet?
We want to do both. We want to have our money stabilized and be foundationally with Apple and Microsoft. Or if you heavy into crypto, we'll say we'll do the same thing. Bitcoin, Ethereum, just by market cap alone and dominance.
Mm-hmm.
Top up here, they run 60% of the market. So we can assume and go for like these coins will stay in the top 10. They will continue to grow. Apple and Microsoft will continue to take over the world in terms of market share, right? They phones, they're going to make cars. So we got to put our money there. But yes, then find something to invest in that has a lower market cap, right? Like Yieldly, what I was talking about, Yieldly has about a $50 million or something around that range market cap. That means it has a lot more probability to 10x as Algorand grows. You know what I'm saying? And then, so yes, of course, find like in a good list too. We want to go straight to some good places to look is fintech, right? Financial technology companies. So we want to look at fintech, and that's why even Square is a great company to look at because they're still growing. Forgot the name of the company. Walmart just did a deal with a fintech company where they do Layaway, if you heard about that. So I would look that up. So we will want to look into fintech, financial technology. And then again, on the other side for crypto, layer one technology. That's the Cardanos, that's the Solanas, that's the Algorands. We want to invest into the platforms that other tokens are being created because they have the most upside potential and ability to be stable. Things like Tesla and all that, those are great as well. Not to overlook Google, but I just like to name those two because when you walk into an institution of higher learning or business, they're either using a Windows or Apple software, basically. Right. You either got an Android, you got an iPhone. So it has market share. I don't know what laptop, but it's probably a Mac, right? What you own?
HP.
HP. So one of the two. So there's really nowhere else you can go rather than Windows or Microsoft software. So we want to keep our money there, Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. And yeah. So now I'm going to jump a little bit and kind of talk about crypto a little bit harder. I like to put the understanding of crypto and understand that the base of it is blockchain technology, right? And that's where the understanding is at. As you know, you're using it. I always recommend people to test out other blockchains that you're going to end up running right back to Algorand, basically. That's why we bullish on Algorand, because if you're rich, or you're a big institution, we're paying the same fees to use it. We have the same access with this technology. So that's why it's amazing. Blockchain, tracking our withdrawals, our deposits, and it's an indexing protocol and feature overall. Like, you ever looked up any of the assets like NFTs or anything?
That's one of the things that I was going to ask you about, because I want to get into the NFTs. Actually, kind of, I don't know if you would know this, but I have a friend who does like art and stuff. So I kind of wanted to see how you would go about creating your own NFTs and so on and so forth with that. But so like I hear the name shot around, but that's one thing that I'm not too like knowledgeable about.
Yep. We can touch on that right now as well.
Yeah.
I'll send you some like resource videos that I already made that'll break it down, but I'll kind of run through this quickly. So NFTs is non-fungible tokens, right? They have fungible meaning as in like you can transfer back and forth. So $1 it could be a yen. They could have the same value. That's fungible. Non-fungible is the opposite. A Pokemon card cannot equal a Jordan rookie card, right? But they're both cards, but they're not transferable. So that's fungible, non-fungible. So non-fungible tokens are made to tokenize like real world assets or digital assets. And I'm gonna pull up a few sites in a second to give you an example. But so as an artist, if what you want to do is basically you're creating your JPEG or your artwork or your PNG or your MP3 file or whatever it is that you're creating, and then you're uploading it or minting it into the blockchain. And Algorand is really cheap to do it on. I have NFTs, and I'll send you some resources as well for those. But you're minting, you're basically making the original information so you can verify it, which means it have verifiable ownership. You can track every transaction in the history of this asset that got created. The most valuable of NFTs are one of ones, but one of tens or one of 100 or whatever. If you're selling those, people like them as well. So photography, videography, whatever it is, your medium, poetry, whatever it is that y'all do, it can be tokenized, and it's kind of matters how you want to do it. So I would encourage you just to look around and see what people are doing. Do some videos or watch people's videos of like best way to make an NFT move.
Okay. You said so you would have to make a JPEG and what else? What were the other things that you said?
I'm throwing out examples, but it's more of media files. That's really what it is. It's just a media file. So say if you're in photography, you'll take your photo and you get either a JPEG or a PNG out. And that's what the file actually is. And then that's what you're uploading onto the blockchain. And one of the platform is called IPFS, Interplanetary Filing System, and or Pinata Cloud. I would write that down, look into it. These are the storage clouds.
You just said?
Pinata Cloud. Okay. And these are they're similar to Amazon Web Services. So where they just hold and store information on the cloud. So that NFT will hold data in one of many ways. And that's one of the ways that the NFT holds data. So that when you're sending that asset to people's different wallets, websites can read it and you can plug it in and view it. There's different things there. So yeah, it's good for many ways.
Okay. And then you said Algorand, because I did see that Algorand was minting NFTs. I saw it. I didn't really pay it much mind because I didn't know how to use NFTs. But now that I got a friend that is super, she's really good at art. And so I literally just brought that up to her today. And then I saw that Algorand does it. So that's probably the blockchain that I would want to use. So, yes. So that's why.
Ethereum is for gas fees, it's $150 to make a transaction. If you ever use the Ethereum. So you're going to want to use something that, for one, has a community that you can talk to and reach out to. And then two, that's affordable. So that's where I, ran back into Algorand myself.
Now, do you make NFTs or you just purchase and do your different things?
I make them. People have gifted me some. I won some in contests. I have bought some, but I create. You know what I'm saying? So I have music NFTs. Let me show you one right now. See if I can pull it up. Give you an example. So this is my favorite site. There's multiple different platforms or marketplaces, but this is Rand Gallery. It's Algorand based. This is more one of the premieres sites. You see the prices here. People, doing all kind of stuff, fresh upgrades. I have a store right here. See it, Seawill NFTs.
I didn't see.
I'll go back. Right here.
Oh, yep.
So that's my store. This site is, I feel like it's a little more exclusive. I like it. So what I did, I made music NFTs where I basically created a song, and this one called Fame Algorand Anthem. I made a cover art myself, and then I paid somebody to do some animation for me. Mm-hmm. Oh shit! Can you hear that? Oh,
I can't.
Okay, let me try to put the sound on.
And how difficult was it for you to do that? To get that uploaded onto the site and whatnot?
It was very difficult at first, but then I had a lot of trial and error. It's easier now. So even this site that I'm on, Rand Gallery allows you to mint directly from there. There's a few sites now you can mint. When I was doing it, when it was earlier, I had to do it manually. So that's a different type of thing. So there's a way to do it manually where you go to your My Algo wallet and you can mint directly inside of it. I couldn't get the sound. I'm trying to figure this sound out. You gotta play a little slap to you. Hold up. Let's see. Share screen. But yeah, so that's what I did. I had to do it manually, a lot easier now.
Mm-hmm. And so what is the definition of minting?
So minting is like, it comes from basically like minting coins, minting gold. When you are creating or doing the process of making something, that's minting. Mm-hmm. So when you're minting an asset, you're just uploading or creating an asset. So your first transaction is the creation of your asset. Mm-hmm. Oh, there it is. Share sound. Okay, I found it. So yeah, this is my first NFT right here. It's called Algorand Anthem. I'll play it for you. Algorand. Shit. Can you see it or hear it?
Yeah, I see it and hear it. Yeah.
Had to have it. Bank account by Algorand, large amounts. So that's what I did, and I have another one here. So I make these type of NFTs, but people do all type of things, and I'll show you what's.
Now that's smart. Now so.
Algorand. Yep.
Now so, if somebody buys that from you, you don't have it anymore.
For this one,
you minted 100 of them.
Yeah. So I'm some of them I'm gonna make one-on-ones. I did this one purposely so that a lot of people can have a cheap NFT. That's Algorand Anthem. It's, I believe the first music NFT on Algorand blockchain. And I made this for Fame. It was a contest for the Fame community. But so what's cool about it right here, you see holders.
Yeah.
So you can click holders and you can track everything. You see all the people you see I'm selling them right here, but all the people who's been buying them and who has them. So now they have them. And they love it. So that's some dope that you can verify the ownership. You can go click and see who this person is and see what they have in their wallet. And this is all the stuff they have up in here. And this is my NFT that they have.
Wow.
And that's a beauty.
This is kind of cool. NFTs is kind of cool for real.
Exactly. And let me show you something dope where you can do real estate, tokenized real estate in NFTs.
Now that's what
So this is the stuff right here. I invested in a few properties. It basically give you access to invest in real estate via NFTs for $50 for one share. And this is it's an amazing technology. They use
like a share in the house.
Right here, I'm gonna click it. So you see right here, the tokens right here, they have 1,934, 27% of it sold. So it's basically you're becoming a part of an investor group and you're buying a rental property that they will hold and you can, help govern, that they'll keep for over 10 years and you collect rental income daily.
You're kidding.
100%. So this is something I would write down. This is what I like to use. And when we talk about investing, this is a way to invest in real estate without having to go get a loan from the bank or actually, if you don't have enough, you can start your portfolio with tokenized real estate. One of my properties appreciated by 3% already. Plus it pays me every single day. So it's amazing.
All right. So it pays you every single day. So like, all right, give me an example of like the numbers, kind of, if you can.
I will. So essentially, if you buy a token, you're basically spending $50 to buy one token, and that one token will pay you 1 cent 365 days of the year. So it depends on how much money you have. So if you buy a lot of tokens, you can get dollars a day or cents a day, and either way, it pays you every day. And that's what's important. And you get actual. So you can do that math yourself. It's basically your percentage yield is usually 6.8. So it'll be 1,000 times 6.8%. That's whatever your number is. So you're getting a 6.8% dividend essentially.
Okay. And then is the token always going to be worth $50?
No, that's what I'm saying. So this is you get LLC documents, you get real ownership into this house. So you're one of 2,000 people or whoever, how many owners that own these tokens, you're one of the actual owners on like the deed. So you get appreciation on the house when the value goes up. It's not like a real estate REIT. It's not about what the price is on the stock market per se. It's about the actual value underlying asset. That's why it's just tokenized real estate. You get what I'm saying?
Because forget the token, it's about the property, is what you're saying.
The token is the representation of your share of the property. Plus, they do, know your customer. So you have already uploaded your data and your information. So y'all are in line with taxes and everything like that. But the token is your share of the property to show your representation of the ownership.
Okay. And you said 10 cents or 1 cent a day?
Per coin or per token. So if you spend like, let's say you got like, roughly, I don't know, $700, $800 on there, you'll probably make a few dollars every day. That's what I'm saying. Like, depending on wherever that math is. Cause I don't have my thing pulled up, but let me do some math then. So you bought $1,000 and you bought 50 tokens, right? Mm-hmm. Or 20 tokens. You bought, so they $50 a pop, $1,000 will get you 20 tokens.
Yeah.
And then if you get about 20 cents a day, basically off of $1,000 every single day. And whatever that is in 1 month, that's like $6. So $1,000 will make you $6 in 1 month. But plus I'll say you also have appreciation. So if your property value of the house goes up, you could get, your $50 is now worth like $55 or $60. And that's what happens. Okay. So you're actually, like real estate, you got a rental property that's paying income, but that house or that neighborhood could be more valuable over time. And history shows it will be more valuable over time. It's just another way to get into real estate without going to dropping a down payment and buying a house directly from the bank.
Right. So that definitely sounds clutch. Because I just told my friends I wanted to get into real estate and stuff like that. I guess I'm not too knowledgeable to know, like those numbers. They don't really sound like, that.
I know what you mean. It don't sound like a lot, but I got something, because this is part I wanted to get to you right here too. We're going to jump ahead because we're jumping around a little bit. This is something to think about when we're talking about these numbers. If you could think about like your rent, wherever, you don't have to say your numbers or whatever, but whatever your rent is, right? How much your rent is, how much your cell phone costs, how much you spend on food. If you can calculate what that number is every month and then try to build a portfolio that pays you passive income until you reach that number, right? So say your bills
that's what I want to do.
Yeah, you say your bills are $3,000 a month. Well, you got to have your money diversified in enough assets that pay you income passively that eventually your bills or everything could potentially just be paid by those assets, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's riskiness in that, if you want to do it. So that's why you like a real estate play like that keeps your money solid and slowly growing up. And it pays you every single day consistently. If you got some coin that you kind of like gamble a little bit on, you might get a 10x on that coin, or you might lose 10x, your money. But This is a play that like, I'm gonna make sure my money is solid, at least a quarter or half of it just slowly grows. Because remember, inflation is here. We got banks giving us 0.005% APY, right? Essentially, they're paying you zero for holding the money, and they're borrowing your money out. So if we can put our money in the best assets, right? Apple grows, 20, 30, 40% every year in value. Plus it pays a little bit of dividend, right? But if we want to go what we was talking about online, usually if you want to get bigger payout, 40, 50, 60% yields, you go to that more of a riskier, newer asset and get the higher yield. So it's about having a balance, right?
Yeah.
That's essentially what I'm saying. And this is a balancing play. But one token I bought was $50, all the ones I bought, and now they're worth $54. So that's happening too. Appreciation.
Okay, so if they were 50, they went to 54. So now you're making that like $4 or $5 a month. And then it could just keep going.
Yeah, so your rental won't, because now we're dealing with real estate. We didn't raise our rents. The value of the property that we're renting went up. That's what we get out of it. Yeah. And then maybe next year we raise the rents, so because it's real estate, that's what you're actually essentially dealing with a lofty AI.
Well, I'm probably just gonna do it just because
You should do
it
it.
sounds good. It sounds good. It's real estate,
Yep.
but
You got to test it.
Yeah. I'm gonna test it. I mean, yeah, that's solid, and that's good.
Because what it is like we young, so we want to have fun with this too. So we need to invest in something that's a little bit more risky, but don't do a lot. That's
that right there it's still so early because like who even knew about real estate as is it an NFT or
yeah, so it's tokenized real estate. Yeah, so you own basically an NFT of this house, but you actually I can't log in on this computer, but set up an account, you actually have paperwork. You know what I mean? Like you really are owner of this house, and you got to go through a process to sell your tokens back and stuff like that. So it's a way to like just to secure the bag, but in the real estate world. So you want to
diversify. Can you take out that original 1,000 that you put in?
You'll have to sell that shares back to like the community or back to Lofty AI, but you can withdraw your rental income daily.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like one of them things. Like I said, back to what I was saying about you got to think about your exit plan, right? Exit plan. Okay, if I got to at least figure out how to put enough money into this pot, you got to think about how much money do I need to invest every single month to make sure that I'm getting a certain amount of passive income. And then you reinvest that passive income because we're young, we don't need it right now, right? We reinvest it and we reinvest it. We got some plays like YALL that's smaller in the market cap, 50 million, that has more of a potential to turn to $100 million coin, more than Bitcoin will turn into a double, right? So you have some of those in there, but you got Bitcoin, you got real estate, Apple stock, Microsoft stock. So that way it continues to go up, but it won't drop half at no time. The money is not going to just get rug pulled. So that's why you got to have most of your money in the best assets in the world. You got to follow where Bezos and their money is at and where all the billionaires' money is at. You have to, for most of your portfolio. And then exit plan. So then it's like, what year are you trying to exit out of your career or your job? That tells how aggressively you want to invest, right? You want to retire at 40, 35, or do you want to partially retire? My goal is to retire my girl, retire my wife first, because I like doing what I'm doing, but I want her to be able to be at the house. So I need to have a certain dollar amount to make sure that she's covered, the health, medical, everything's covered, right? And then if we invest heavily in DeFi, like this is what you got to study is DeFi, decentralized finance, because that's where all the yields are at. That's where we double and triple up. But you got to, like what Jay-Z said, you got to know how to rinse it too. You got to be able to take some of those profits when they spiking and put them in an asset that won't go down. And Bitcoin has proven that. Real estate has proven that. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Facebook goes up. So you got to put some over there to stabilize the money. And you just rinse and repeat that. As you get more income over time because you're working, you put more of your money in there. You double up, and double up. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what you do. And that's what I'm doing. It works. And on my YouTube, you should watch it. Every single month, I drop a video that calculates how much passive income I made off this portfolio I'm building, right? So the first month, I was at 59 cents. January, I was trying to figure it out. I got 10 months of data. The second month at $7, I was getting better as a savvy investor. I'm doing better. I'm moving my money around in plays that produce passive income. That's how I ran into Algorand as well, because I seen it was paying 6%, And you just keep getting better and better and putting in more money. And then some of your money doubles, which would make your payouts bigger. That keeps happening. And you over time. So I went from 59 cents, and this month I'm should be close to about 500 for the month of October. So that's $500 passive income every month that's continuing to compound and grow into itself. So eventually, the plan is to make more money on the side or passively than I bring in from my income.
Right.
But it's possible right now because of crypto too.
Yeah.
It's we're in the digital gold rush. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Facts. Agreed.
But we just got to remember what our mindset. Long term is a better play. When in doubt, wait, hold, buy more, and wait. You know what I mean?
I'm chilling.
It's like that's what people always want to be like. just wait. If you ever confused, wait. You know what I mean? Because let me show you the charts right here. Oh shit. Because history shows you what's going to happen. Was that original?
Like the cycles and everything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, I'll show you again right here. I'm clicking and just look. What do you see?
Up.
That's up. But this is over time. So if we're trading, you might buy here or sell here. You're guessing. But anytime that you invest and you just wait at a good asset, it's going to go up. So we can make a prediction 10 years in the future where my money going to look like, what your money going to look like. If we know right now, we got to put as much as possible in until the future. And this is what's going to keep happening when you got, again, repeat, the best assets in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening just year after year. This is the economic crash right here. The reason why Bitcoin was created and crypto. It happened during this period of time. But that's a dip right there.
Yep.
It just kept going up. It recovers. And then when you go back to crypto, same thing happens. And right now, NFT platforms, layer 1 platforms is where you want to be. I would look up the video game. Pay to play movement is a great investment as well. But this is it right here.
It's paid to play movement. Could you describe that a little bit more?
Yeah. So you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Smilecoin is the one that's on Algorand that's newer that will be blowing up soon. So pay to play is also, it's basically you getting paid to play video games. So buying Smilecoin is the foundation between the betting community, like when they bet, like what they like DraftKings and all that. You will earn Smile tokens on your bets. You know, you play a video game, you play 2K or something, you win in a tournament, they send you Smilecoin as your reward. They got something called Axie Affinity. It's pretty much like a Pokemon. You can catch and train. It's all NFT based. And what this is, so investing in these companies, they all have tokens. And these tokens is what you win for collecting, from earning, from trading, from trading. It's just like basically imagine Pokemon, but you actually own your Pikachu as an NFT. You actually own your Charizard after he evolved from a Charmander, right? And then you can sell it on the marketplace and make a flip because you have made your NFT more valuable by battling and evolving. So that's a part of pay to play. And Smilecoin, the Axie token, these are tokens that you can also buy on exchanges. Like we said on Yieldly, you can buy on exchanges, but you can also earn them. So you can essentially just earn these tokens and they could double and triple up in value like Axie Affinity has. And then, you know, and we can get APYs on them. You look at this Smile is 117%.
Right.
Because it's new. So this Yuli's a launch pad. So what they want to do is incentivize us to be in there. They want us to get out from Ethereum. You know how what's the name? Suge Knight, the pod, you know what I mean? Come to Yuli. That's what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So they're having so that's why being early, you know, that's why I'm pushing, like, this is where the money at right now. The Ethereum platforms have billions of dollars. So imagine what your coin gonna do when billions of dollars get into this Algorand DeFi.
Right.
So we got, yep.
Now, all right, so you said you like how you grew your passive income. What's your main source of passive income currently?
Well, I just made, well, I'll say this, it's decentralized finance using platforms like Yieldly, honestly, because like it's real important when we saying APY to really understand what that means. APY is like, you know what I'm saying, it's annual percentage yield, right? Everything is based on percentages. And that's why we talk about this money. I'll go back. This APY is basically how to calculate. It's like whatever amount your money is, you see this 117%, that means 1 year from now, if everything stayed the same, just a year went by, your money would have doubled plus 17% more of your money. That's what this, so that's why it's important. And then we'll type in what banks do for us. added. Oh shit! No, I did credit. Was it savings account? Oh. Moving too fast. Let's see. Well, it's 0.005. I'm typing shit in wrong, but that's what it is. But it's 0.005. Oh, right here. The action is this 1%, 0.1% is good. So we got to think about it. These are, here it is, 0.006. And in 10 minutes. It seems like we're running out of time. But so when we talking about these percentages, it's like, it's about multiples of your money, right? Banks are taking our money and borrowing it and giving us less than 1%, essentially zero. Like you're giving your money away and making nothing. And at the same time, we have inflation. Gas went up, rent went up, everything. Our hair products, everything's going up. The t-shirts, clothes, and food. So to beat it is with these APYs, right? So if you losing 4% buying power every year, but your asset is giving you 40% more of itself, you're going to beat inflation. And then what if your asset appreciates in value, becomes double what it was worth? You're going to beat inflation.
Right, like algo in our governance, and then algo's at $10 a coin, and now you lit.
You lit, and then when you're receiving your passive income, you're getting more of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like with this shit, it's like imagine you buy a house that produces more houses every year for you. That's what it's essentially doing, because this is an asset that is deflationary. There's only capped at 10 billion of them, or like how Bitcoin is only 21 million ever to be created. Money is the US dollar. We don't know how much they're going to print. At any time, the Senate could print 2 trillion. That devalues our money. That means the store person, as we see, go, well, I got to raise my price. Everybody just raised their price. But when we with algo or whoever, whatever we're investing into, we're beating what the prices that they're raising in the long term. So that's the way decentralized finance is finding low cap coins like Yieldly that's worth 50 million, 100 million, or $1 billion. Because I would consider $1 billion small as well. $1 billion. And $1 billion's a key number to lock in when you're talking about stocks or cryptocurrency, because $1 billion means it is solid. To be $1 billion company or crypto, you got to have a lot of good utility, usually, right? You know that it's not a rug pull. It's hard to get something to $1 billion. That's why you even seen, I did not invest in Shiba Inu, but you even see that went up because it was $1 billion. They put money behind it. So we got to follow the money. But overall, it's DeFi, decentralized finance. Where is that? So Mark Cuban was on Earn Your Leisure, and he was like, if I have $1,500, you know, after I pay my bills or whatever, I would just invest in DeFi. That's where the money's at. You can get your yields up. Opolis just went up to $3 recently. Or $3, I believe. And I got in when it was like $1.19. So it's going up. Or it's at $2 or something. It's going up, but they're paying me 30% also of more Opolis.
Right, for sure.
That's all.
I asked it. So, like, let's say you had a certain amount of money. How would you go about dividing it percentage-wise? Like, so the main platforms to make more algo would be W algo, wrapped algo, and the Yieldly. Those were the 2 things I heard you speak about. Now, you said you would put most of it, maybe all of it, in Yieldly?
This is what I would do. If I had 3 racks, I would put probably 2. I mean, well, especially if you was around governance time, but even though long term, I still think that I would put 1/3 or half of that into the one solid asset. Because you don't want to stretch yourself too thin, right? So if you were talking about just the Algorand ecosystem, I would put half in Algorand, and then the other half I would use to buy mostly Yieldly. I'll buy some Opal, and I'll buy some Smile. Because again, they're all
okay. So my Algorand bag is good, the real Algorand.
Okay, if you good, yeah. Okay, if you good on that. Oh, in that case, I would go Yieldly because because you can get more from Yieldly, I believe, in the sense of like, again, so I would switch the plan, go half Yieldly, then I would buy Apple. And because if you research Apple, this one is very important about the.
And I seen people talking about this so long. I'm mad because it was hard for me to find like people to reach out to on Algorand.
Man, yeah, research this one. I made videos. I'm like, I would look into this one and Smilecoin. These two are very important because if you think about economy, we got sports, which is entertainment, right? Video games becoming professional sports. Drone racing is a real sport now and everything. Video gaming is a real thing. So video game, Twitch, all that, video games are big. Music, hip hop, rap, it's all big. So these are two of the most dominant entertainment industries. So that's why I'm looking at these two. And if they're on the Algorand blockchain, this ecosystem, I can trust that they're going to deliver from so far what I've been seeing.
Right.
So, and again, this is hard to look past. You got 78 more days to hit a high yield on this.
And has Smiley jumped yet in price?
It did a little bit, but it's not too much because all of these are less than $100 million coins. So they're still young, I would say.
Right, because I like investing, getting the most bang for my buck. So I'm thinking
exactly.
If the APY is 117% and Apple already kind of did it a little
Apple
bit.
Went up like 80% this week or something.
So I'm thinking I better catch Smile at 117% before it does that 80%.
Exactly. So that's what I would do. Mostly Yieldly, again, because Yieldly is the utility, right? Yieldly is the reason, but at the end of the day, if you put Yieldly in Yieldly, you make 40%, right? And you get a little bit of algo out of it. So yes, half the bag is mandatory, I would say, in here because of this reason. And Yieldly powers the engine to the launch pad. So it has, more interoperability is happening is on Yieldly, and that's what people seek. So when we can't find shit, we're gonna have to come to Yieldly. We come to Tiny Man, right?
So I would have to get Smile from Tiny Man because, you could earn Yieldly and then transfer that to Smile.
Yeah, so basically, if you just buy Yieldly, you could stake some Yieldly here, or here, or here, and you'll earn these coins, right? That's what the APY I was talking about. Like you stake your
so just get Yieldly and then I could
earn these coins. Yeah, and you just earn them. You stake here, like you stake. Watch. Let me.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I showed you the video too. Our time is running up on here, but if you just stake, right, and you see how I stake 45, and I can claim these. So you can essentially, you don't have to buy them. You can just stake and claim. Like you see these claimables, because I staked Yieldly and I got paid out my percentage in Smile.
Right.
But if you wanted to pump it, you go over to Tiny Man and just buy some, buy Algorand and just, this is how you get the Yieldly. You go boom here, I'll do a little one because I don't know how much in this wallet. 0.1, right? And then you select your token. You be like, which one I want, I want Smile then, right? And then it shows you how much you're going to get, and then you swap. And then after your swap, you send these tokens, to or it's in your Algorand wallet, excuse me, they're already in your Algorand wallet. And all you have to do is go back to Yieldly and stake them. You see that? And then boom, you redeem your rest. That's sitting. Usually they redeem because they're trying to make sure dealing with slippage. But after you get it, I got it, and then you stake it. Oh, excuse me, wrong one.
Smile to Smile.
Yeah, Smile to Smile. So I had to opt in and whatnot.
Now, and then so it's there though, right?
Yes, it's there.
You could have just did that if you wanted to.
Yes, yeah, it's there, and you can see it in the wallet. Where is it at? Yeah.
Now, will I be able to? Yep, I see it. Now, will I be able to get access to this video?
Yes.
Okay.
Man, just show you again. Because every time you do it on here, it always make you sign in hella times just to show you that which is good for security, you know what I mean? When you do it on your phone, it's a little different. You got to like click the this site, and then you got to move over to YALL. You got to switch between the two apps. So I had to opt in because I was, but this thing is about to close out. And we got like less than a minute.
Real quick. Now, would you put any into the lottery or mostly into the yield?
Me personally, I don't like the lottery because I can get a higher yield on the pools. But if you put into the lottery, you still earn 9%. Not bad either.
Right.
But you could win though, but the odds are low. Usually for most people, the odds are low. But I mean, go for it. But I like the pools the most because it's a no-loss system. Pretty much, Algorand. See the crypto, a digital face, 2021 fiat replace. Had to have it, bank account by Algorand, large amounts.